take a look at some things. All right, let's take a look at some things. Let's see. So do we want to listen to Popovich? I want to listen to Popovich.
What'd you see?
All right, we're going to listen to Popovich. No closed captions. I'm so sorry. Once again, this is 2 minutes and 47 seconds, so we're going to speed it up. Do they have this in 4K? No 4K, unfortunately. All right, let's see what Pop got to say. Oh, wait. No, I need to say, I need to give my predictions on how this is going to go. I don't think Pop will be mad at the guys, but he will say, hey, you know, this is one of those learning situations where you let them come back, and then you came back. Or, well, it was a lot of runs, just a lot of runs, and you have to be mature, as he would say. I can't even say it the way he says it, to not allow that to happen, because we kind of went back to our old habits. Started off well, played controlled, got out of control, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think Pop would be mad, because we did put forth a lot of effort, so I don't think he'll get real angry. So let's see.
In that 15-0 run to get back in there.
Well, it's basketball. I mean, you get back in games, you make some stops, you make some shots. Maybe the other team doesn't make shots. It's a 48-minute game, and it goes up and down. So we had a good stretch. That group did a good job.
Coach, Jeremy came out really aggressive in that first quarter. Second quarter, still aggressive, a little less effective. It looked like the mistakes he was making were like trying too hard mistakes. Are those?
Yeah, I think, the trying too hard is obviously he's trying hard. Everybody tries hard, but he goes too fast sometimes. And we just got to get him to slow down a little bit. He gets rolling and skips a few steps in there. But, he's aggressive.
That's a good point. We're talking about Sohan, right? Because that's a good point. That's a good criticism, because I've noticed that when he should have took one more dribble, he didn't. Like when people were getting onto him during, I think it was like a fast break in which he didn't give it to Wemby. And really, the real problem wasn't the fact that he didn't give it to Wemby. Rather, he didn't allow the defender to close in on him because he didn't take that extra step. He passed the ball too early. That should have been the real criticism. So yeah, that's a big flaw in his game, I would say.
It's a kind of player. But I think when he learns a little bit more about pace, meaning
ain't just Sohan going too fast. Yeah, no, it's just that they asked about Sohan, but yeah, he ain't the only one that goes too fast. God, dude, Osman, this game against Orlando. Oh my god, that's the type of stuff where it's like, I just can't, I can't be okay with it. It's like, okay, you're a vet and you're a role player. We can't have you making these mistakes, okay? Like we can excuse the 20-year-old, all right? But I don't trade Chet. No, trade Chetty. No, trade him.
You don't have to be at full tilt the entire time. He'll make some better plays sometimes, but he was wonderful.
The size and length that Orlando can throw at you, does that take guys time to adjust to for a game?
Well, they're huge. They're strong, they're big. We're talking about 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" guys that are athletic, just really impressive.
Yeah, Osman did get bumped on one of those. That was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible. He did get bumped on one of them. But the others, I don't know.
Their bodies and how they move. And Coach Mosley's done a great job with them. They're playing, the right way. They're sharing the basketball. Playing with pace. Their defense put us in a hole. They really picked up their defense there in the third quarter. And, that's always, when it gets real physical like that, it's a little bit of a problem for us. And as you say, until we adjusted to it and understood that that's what was happening and we couldn't stand in cement, that we had to move the ball better. But we have a tendency when we get down that it's not a selfish thing, but it's just an unwise thing where we're going to do it on our own. And we're not built like that right now. We've got to.
That's facts. I said the same thing. That's my whole criticism. First off, the last game, they did that a lot, okay? Against the Washington Wizards, they did that a lot. It was a lot of ball just staying in one player's hands, and then you eventually pass it up. It's like, okay, you just wasted 4 seconds doing nothing. But This game they did a little bit of that too. But like I said, that's the reason why I feel when I watch this team, okay? When I watch Jeremy Sohan and what his game is like. His game is I'm a glue guy, I'm willing to pass, whatever. I'm a really good defender for my size. There's utility in having me there, okay? Glue guy, blah blah blah. I make the right cuts, right decisions. But sometimes, I play too fast. Whatever. Devin Vassell, same thing. He has a passing ability that not a lot of people know about. He's not going to shoot on two people. He's not going to force too many things. But if it's one-on-one, he feels sometimes that he can get it off. Whatever. He is a scorer, okay? He is a scorer. Wemby, still learning. Same thing. But that's the reason. What Pop just said, this tendency that, a lot of the team, or a lot of the players on the team has, that's the reason why I get so upset with Keldon, because he's been like that since he was in Kentucky. And that's where it's like, I don't think it's going to reasonably change. With Devin, I feel like that can be an adjustment. Like he could naturally just kind of change and, adjust his game there. Same thing with Wemby, same thing with Vassell. I mean, not Vassell, sorry. Same thing with Wemby, same thing with Sohan, because of the nature of how Sohan plays. And, and then Jones, obviously, he doesn't hold the ball too long. But Keldon, this is what he does. And if we already have this tendency as a team and we're trying to grow and we're trying to build this team and get a good foundation, that's a player right there that's not going to change. I don't think that he's going to change that. It is his game. It's part of his game. He's been doing it since Kentucky, And it's not selfishness, like Pop said. That's what I've been saying this whole time. I don't think it's selfish. He's not a selfish player.
To do it together, but we'll forget that because people try too hard to do it on their own.
Coach, the fans in the building, it doesn't matter if you guys are down 25, they're always believing and feeling you guys.
The fans have been just awesome. In the Minnesota game, I don't think we win that game without them pumping us up and getting excited the way they did. And you could hear them tonight. When we even when we went down, they stuck with us, and then they had a good time when we got back in it a little bit. So it was a good night.
I need to take a trip to San Antonio, don't I? I need to take a trip to San Antonio. I really want to wait until they get the other stadium, because I'll be honest with you, I do not like Frostbank Stadium. I almost said AT&T. I don't like Frostbank Stadium that much. I'm not crazy about it. Good stuff, though. Good stuff from Pop. Great stuff from Pop.